Just 4C here. Okay? And you can do this daily. Very daily, y'all. And it ain't even going to take long. Okay? I'm purposely taking these out, this side out, so y'all can see. I did the front of this. Look how gorgeous that look. If y'all can see this in the light, it looks so gorgeous in here. Okay? So this is how you get gorgeous 4C here. Now, this is going to seem weird. You're going to warm up your hair. Warm up your hair. Um, you're going to rinse it with some warm water. Warm water. Okay? After you have done your rinse, after you have rinsed your conditioner out, you're going to actually rinse your hair with warm water. And then you are going to go in with the lock method, and you're going to go row by row, row by row. Now, what you're not going to do is you're not going to comb out this part. You're not going to comb that part. You can maybe run some cream, some defining cream in there, but you're not going to comb the root. You're only going to do the tip with the lock method. So you're only going to do the lock method at the tip with the comb. Okay, this is the quick tutorial. So you're going to go in only on the end, halfway up, and you're going to use this like a Denmore brush or comb. You're not going all the way up. Okay, what you're doing is just sealing the moisture in halfway up the hair, and you're going to leave it like that. And you're going to do the next row. Y'all, somebody barbecuing. It's early in the morning, and that's my barbecue. Oh, child. So my hair has been wetted. I'm using this cream right here. Okay, my hair has been wet with warm water, warm, almost hot, and all I'm doing is going in halfway. I'm not doing the whole hair. I'm just going halfway up the hair. Okay, so then I just leave it like this. I know y'all, some of y'all like, wait a minute. Yep, you're just going to leave it like that. Okay, you're not going to mess with it. You're going to let the hair fall the way it naturally wants to fall. Okay, so I'm taking out these 2-strand twists so y'all can kind of see. I mean the coils, so y'all can see. So after you have rinsed and deep conditioned your hair, or you used a conditioning mask, or you have used a hot oil treatment, then you're going to rinse your hair with warm water. Your hair needs to be warm before you do this process. Now, while your hair is still really wet, you're going to start this process. Okay? So the hair has to be like really, 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 really wet. Super wet. Okay? That's really wet. At least it feels like it's really wet. now, now, what I'm not going to do is comb up here. I'm going to leave that part there. We're going to leave that wavy from the conditioner. Because your hair is going to be wavy because you're 4C. It's going to be wavy from the conditioner. So don't comb all the way up. You're just going to comb the end. And then you're going to do your lock method. Okay? You're going to do your lock method. I put some conditioning grease there. Then I got the cream. So we're doing it in this way. Conditioning cream, then cream, then the regular cream. Okay? So what we're doing is we're focusing on sealing halfway up to here. You don't want to go all the way at the root. You want that root to stay the way the conditioner and all did it. Okay? So you're just kind of like stacking it like that. Now, if this was a fresh wash, it would be bright. It would be really bright. Okay? So, there we have it. So, let's take this part out. So this is for y'all, any of the girls who are like, okay, I'm taking my coils down. What do I do? You're going to just rinse the hair and then do what I said. So this is like, okay, I got these coils in. I got these 2-strand twists in. I'm going to take these out. What style could I do? You can do what I just said. Okay. Rinse the hair in cool water. Rinse the hair in cold water. Warm water. Rinse the hair in warm water and then do exactly what I just said. Okay? You're not going to touch it after that. You're going to leave it exactly the way it fell. So make sure you pick the rows that you want because you cannot finger it. You can't play in it. You're going to leave it just like that. Okay. This is a good way to do your hair when you're 4C and you got to get to work. Okay, you're like, I got 30 minutes. You're going to rinse your hair. You're going to rinse your hair. Now, this ain't going to work if the hair's not wet. Okay? You could even do this after you take your coils down, your 2-strand twist, or after you take your finger coils out. You can just go back through with your hair wet. Hair has to be wet. Okay? Rinse it a little bit to rinse some of the product out. Rinse it a little bit. And then just go over with this type of comb with the lock method. Okay? Because I'm not rinsing this side. I'm not going to redo the lock method because it's going to have enough in there already. Enough product. Okay. There we go. So this is for our working women, but they want their hair to look gorgeous and they're just rocking their hair sealed, moisturized, and as the way it falls. Remember, you're only going to comb halfway up. Even when you take the coils down, you're only going to comb halfway up the hair. Okay, this is for us, our working women here. Now, because as I said, I did not re-rinse this. Okay, this side I didn't re-rinse. So let's say you be like, I don't want to go to the tub and rinse my hair. But here's the problem: no water, no hydration. So you're better off rinsing your hair before you do this. And you're better off rinsing it in warm water because the warm water still helps to seal the product in. Okay, cool water seals in the conditioner. Warm water seals in the product. Y'all, I need to open up a 4C hair clinic like I do. Because I be ordered. All right. So no matter what, you still have to wet it because no water, no moisture. That's the thing. So see how I'm only going halfway? I'm going halfway up. I'm not combing the root. All right. We want to try not to disturb the roots until we're getting a full wash day in. Leave the roots alone. You could maybe go through with your finger, but try not to go through with a tight comb. Don't go through with a tight comb. You're only going to go halfway. Okay? Because you're using this type of comb or a Dinmore comb. All right? Because it's nice and wet, I can making sure it's wet. Now, I didn't put no more product in here. So I can pretty much, and of course I can separate the row. I can stack it. Okay? But that's a personal choice. I'm only going halfway up. Okay? And we're looking at the ends. What we're looking at is seeing if those ends look moisturized. You want to look at the tips. If the tips don't look gorgeous, then you either need a trim or you need more moisture on your ends. More product. I be spoiling y'all on this channel. Y'all know I get sassy, but y'all know I got a smart mouth, but still, y'all love me. Y'all love me. I'm the friend where you be like, ooh, I can't stand her, but I love her too. She's still the truth. She's still the truth. She got a smart mouth, but she's still the truth. So let's say you already have finger coils in your hair or two strand twists. Hi, everybody. Let's say you already have that in there. And you're like, Miss V, I ain't trying to go shampoo wash all from the top. Then don't. Just go rinse your hair in warm water. Okay? Leave the roots alone. You're not going to comb through the roots again. You only get to comb your root when you're shampooing and conditioning. Okay? It's important not to disturb the roots while they're growing. Now you can spray the water there, your botanical blend, but don't comb it, okay? I know this sounds like wow, because we're used to always combing from root to tip. So you're going to go halfway. See how I'm going halfway? Halfway. Halfway, y'all. Halfway there. People everywhere. Halfway there. Because this was a little drier, I did decide to add a little bit more product. Okay. I still feel the end ain't wet enough. If it doesn't feel super wet, then you're not going to get the moisture. You can actually do this product every day. Now this process. You can actually do a process where you use a hydration co-wash. It's a shampoo and conditioning co-wash. You can go over to your sink or your tub and do a shampoo conditioning co-wash. It comes in one bottle. It's by Shea Moisture Company. You can use that. You got it all done in one wash. Then you're going to wash the product out with cool water. But then you are going to rinse your hair in warm water. Warm water. You're not going to touch the roots after that. Do not touch this part. You can spray, okay? You can spray, or you can maybe gently go through with moisture on your fingers. But you do not want to comb through your roots with this. Do not use this on your roots. Only time you can use this on your roots is when you're doing the wash and conditioning. Okay. So we're going halfway up. Now, believe it or not, the thicker your part is, the better. Okay? Because then you're really protecting it here. All right. So we're just going to stack it. See how it's stacking? It's stacking. All right. So the rest of my hair, I'm going to see, it's still coiled. It's still finger coiled. So I'm going to do the rest of it off screen, off video. But I just gave y'all a brief lesson. Okay. Now, if I wanted this to shine, I could have put an argan oil on the hair and then went like this. So my argan oil could have been my finishing oil. And then I went go like this with the argan oil. And that would have given it a very, a high shine. Or I could simply get me some oil sheen and go shh like we did in the 90s. Okay? But I know Fantasia has a good glosser. I could have finished with the glosser too. I could have put the glosser on last, a hair glosser, and then went like that. And then it would have got all of this popping. Okay? I'm seeing 4C hair girls on YouTube. Their hair is even, but it's looking like a dried up bird's nest. And they're too busy talking about length, but they're not talking about the fact that their hair still doesn't have moisture. It doesn't look hydrated. So it doesn't matter if you have length. If your hair is not hydrated, you're just going to lose the length anyway. So every single day, if you like to rock your hair out, go and rinse some of the product out. Okay? Rinse. You can even do an apple cider vinegar and water rinse every couple days to detox the hair, and then do the lock method on your hair. Finish the hair with a shiner like an argan oil or a glosser, and then go over. But the secret is that do not comb the roots after you have combed it in conditioning washout. So after the conditioning washout, there is no combing the roots. I know y'all been told different. Like the people on YouTube, they say go all the way to the root. You don't need to do that because 4C hair already shrinks at the root from the shampoo and conditioner. It's all if you use the conditioning that actually moisturizes and hydrates your hair, the waviness will be there. So there's no sense of going in all the way to the roots with this comb. You only go halfway to seal the part that gravity seems to extend. Okay, gravity is going to pull your hair down from like here on down. It weighs your hair down. So because it doesn't have any shrinkage, it's hard for it to hydrate. Gravity is preventing your hair from hydrating. I'm sure the aliens that are on other planets, they probably got hair all the way down the street. Because if they don't have gravity on their planet, and they don't need it, and they just kind of stay grounded without gravity, they don't have to worry about their shrinkage being disturbed. So I'm saying if there's aliens that look like us, their hair is doing better than ours. So what I'm saying is, this part where the gravity is definitely going halfway here. This is where the wind is blowing. So the wind is like this. You're sleeping like this. You're sleeping like this. So that means at least halfway up the hair, halfway up the hair, you have to seal. See, the sebum takes a very long time actually to get all the way down your hair. But your sebum is always about halfway from the scalp. So you don't really got to go all the way up. See what I'm saying? Your sebum is always about right here. Okay, and then if you go like a month of not doing your hair, then it's able to go all the way down, all the way down. But if you're doing your hair on a weekly basis, you're going to have to add the lock method at least from halfway down to the end of your hair. The reason why this works as a sealer is because 4C hair is so condensed and tight that it's hard to get the moisture through the strands just by using a detangler comb. Okay. All right. So let's say you're using, I don't know, y'all, it's in the other room. You're using the detangler comb through your hair. If it doesn't go in the width of your density, it's going to be hard to lock in moisture between every single strand and row. So this is why back in the 90s, our hair was thriving. Our mothers were using a Denmore comb that looked like this. It just had more rows. It was like about that wide. Okay, a Denmore. So get you a Denmore comb, but of course you got to detangle your hair with the washout conditioner. Remember that when you wash the conditioner out, even when you wash it out or rinse it out, you got to go downward so not to tangle it. If you go like this, you're tangling your hair. So then after you get the conditioner out, you're going to have to detangle again. See what I'm saying? So cut back on repeating steps. This means during the washout conditioning, you should be detangling. That way, when it's time to do the lock method with the Denmore, you're not going to have to really worry about so many tangles because you already detangled it with the conditioning. You detangle with conditioner in your hair. Okay? If you don't have a fresh conditioner in your hair, then you're better off detangling with your fingers. All right? So you detangle your hair with the washout conditioner. And you don't swirl it around. You're going to go down, downward, down. And then you're going to leave it like that, nice and wet. Then you're going to sit down at your table like I'm doing. Okay? And you can put your sage in first, your sage oil or your rosemary. This is going to act as protection from fungus and spell work. So you're going to put that in first. Then you're going to put in your hydration lotion, if you use the hydration lotion, which I still could consider to be a conditioner. So you put that in first. Then you're going to you can use your conditioner butter, which is like using grease or oil. And then you finish it with the cream. Then you use a cream, which is going to seal in the oil in the conditioner. It's going to seal in. The cream seals in. The conditioner, the cream is third. Okay, the cream is third. And then this is after you use the sage and the rosemary, which is optional. So once again, once you sit down at your table to do your hair, after you detangle it with washout conditioner, you put your sage or your rosemary in, massaging it into your scalp, downward, so you don't tangle your hair up. Then you're going to, as I said, you're going to use the leave-in conditioner, which could be a hydration lotion, whatever would give you moisture. You'll know this because it has butter in it. Okay? It's sealed, see? Seals in moisture. So you're sealing in the moisture that your leave-in conditioner is putting in your hair. Plus with the conditioner, washout conditioner left in your hair. That's why this is second. So you have that. The very last thing is going to be your cream, which is going to add an extra seal in it. Now this is optional. Okay, you could use this as a next step in the winter season. So, all right. So we have that. This is really good because this is a stronger seal. It has coconut in it. It's stronger. It's sealed stronger. Perfect for the winter season. So winter and fall. So then you can put a glosser or an argan oil in your hair. Now you still want to make sure your hair is really wet. As I said, you're not going to start at the root. You're going to start at the halfway point. And then you're going to go, first you're going to go down so that the product is distributed this way too. Then you're going to go under. You're going to move the comb in the direction that your hair curls. Okay, foresee hair curls like this. Like it still has coils in it. So now you can actually wave it. You know, some people go like this. Okay, but then you could just go like this. But at the halfway point. Now, after that, this is an optional step. You can spritz your hair with jasmine or lavender to make it smell good. Okay, in case you use a sulfur sealer. If you use a sulfur sealer, then you may be like, oh, I want nobody to smell sulfur in my hair. So then you can get you a lavender mist, spray the hair, or jasmine, and then go. Now, you can still put accessories in this. Here is the problem. If you have a metal accessory, it's going to pull your hair out. So try to get the accessories that have plastic on the bottom, plastic clips. So just consider whatever the clippy part is to your accessories. All right, look at the package and see, like, does it like have a have that, you know, like that catchy clippy to it? If it has a catchy clip to it, then you're going to have to be very careful when you take it out so you don't break your hair out. Now, and I know some of y'all are like, well, I'm grinding my edges in, Miss V. So you said don't touch the root. You can do your edges. As I said, you can still go inward. Okay. with the sage or the rosemary after you do the washout conditioning. What you don't want to do is comb through. So you could just do like a slight massage here, massage here, massage here. Really, to be honest, it's better to do a scalp growth treatment with the conditioner still in your hair. This way you do not disturb your hair texture pattern after you wash out the conditioner. You don't disturb it at the roots. So basically you can actually put your rosemary and your sage in your washout conditioner or your deep conditioner. So you can actually put it in this, and then massage it in, leave it in, you know, under a cap for about 10 minutes or whatever, and then cool rinse it out. But then you're going to spray warm water or re-rinse your hair with warm water and then do everything I said. Okay? So, but even if you have coils in here already, let's say you have coils in here already, you're like, Ms. V already did that. So all you're just going to do is rinse. You're not going to wash the moisture out. If you had your coils and two strands in, two strands in your hair, 2-strand twist, and it's only been a week, don't wash it out. Just rinse some of the product out. If it's been in your hair 2 weeks, okay, then go and start from the top with the shampoo, conditioning, and everything that I said. But because I just did my finger coils and my 2-strand twist, I'm not going to go and do another hair wash with shampoo. So I'll just sponge rinse some of the product out where I feel it's kind of heavy, and then just do all the steps I told you. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. So I'm going to do the rest of my hair, y'all. It's a kind of a warmer day here right now, and it's not like super icy cold. So that's why I'm going to actually rock my hair out this for the rest of this week and this weekend, since it's not like 0 below. Okay, bye, everybody. I'll see y'all later. I have another video that's going to talk about sealing in moisture in your hair without braiding your hair. We're going to talk about that too. All right, if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can donate to my Cash App at #Coach V Hunter, or you could donate through my PayPal. Once again, y'all are seeing my hair without a fresh wash. If I did a fresh wash or deep condition, this hair would be even brighter. Okay, it would be like, woo, right in your face with the gray. But I don't want to go from resealing from the top yet. I'm gonna give it another 5 days, and then I try to go at least 7 days before I do a shampoo and conditioner. You know, before I go from the top. All right, bye, everybody. I'll see y'all later. Bye.